Hello, YouTube friends. This is Recovering Yankee, and wanted to tell you what's going on with my dog. It's been kind of an emotional couple months, and so, as you know, I went off my diet, gained all my weight right back because I was eating junk food again, and trying to comfort myself with my emotional choices I had to make. I did not want to put my dog to sleep. That's not a choice anyone should make because dogs are your friend, dogs are your family. A dog is your family, a dog is your friend. So, I was thinking at the time that she might have a urinary tract infection because I looked it up online and Google, what does it mean if your dog is urine is brown or red colored? What does it mean if your dog is going to the pee every 15 minutes? And I mean that literally. Sometimes it's every 10 minutes, sometimes it's every 5 minutes. I typed that into Google, and I kept getting the answer from all these veterinarians that were talking online about how it's urinary tract infection. So I went to Dr. Christopher's book and I found out what to do for urinary tract infection, which is garlic and cranberry juice and apple cider vinegar. So I started putting her on that. Gave her a piece of garlic every day. I gave her with raw hamburger meat, of course, and I gave her a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a tablespoon of cranberry juice. And I didn't get the cheap stuff. I went and bought the really expensive RW Knutson's, which is 100% pure, fresh squeezed, and cranberry juice. It cost a lot of money. And so it seemed to be working. It seemed to be doing well for her. She started to gain some of her weight back, but not a lot. She got down to like 17 or 18 pounds. That's, if you remember the last video, I deleted it because I was so sad about it. But I deleted the video. But anyway, you could see her ribs, individual ribs. You could see her bones, and put in the garlic and the apple cider vinegar and the cranberry juice in with her food really helped. Okay, but it wasn't enough. So I went online. She was not peeing quite as much as she was before. So I went online, Googled again. Google, what does it mean if your dog is uh, peeing a lot and waking up in the middle of the night 5, 10 times a night to go to the bathroom? What does that mean? And people were saying it's diabetes, dog diabetes. And then I asked my mom. She said, "Oh yeah, we had a dog. That same thing. The dog had diabetes, so we put her to sleep." And my mom said, "You should put your dog to sleep." And I went, "Oh no, that's not the best advice for me." So I was really worried that she had diabetes, and then I was gonna have to put my dog to sleep because I don't want to do that. My dog is my friend. She's like my daughter. I love her, and I don't want to sit and cry for 2 weeks and 2 months. So anyway, I didn't have the money to take her to the vet to find out what was going on because I'm disabled. So I refinanced my house to get some money. So I used the money to go to the vet. The vet gave her a preliminary checkup and said that she took her urine sample, a stool sample, etc., and gave her rabies shot, of course. And because in South Carolina they require a rabies shot, I mean, at least one anyway. I don't think they require more, but they definitely require one. So anyway, um, she doesn't. She didn't have any worms. She did have. I'm sorry. She did have tapeworms, but she didn't have hookworm, ringworms, or any other worms like that. Just tapeworms. And the reason she had tapeworms, even though I was giving her diatomaceous earth in her food, is because for about 2 months, the place that I was getting the diatomaceous earth from didn't have any. So I wasn't able to get diatomaceous earth. And they finally got it, and I started giving it to her again. So I started doubling up on the portions, and it killed all the parasites again except tapeworms. The vet said she has very little tapeworms. So she does not have diabetes, thankfully. I'm so happy about that because the idea of putting my friend to sleep is not a thing. And so now I'm giving her this Science Hill diet food, which is called Charlie Delta CD. And it's, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. It's like $100 a bag, and it's a 27-pound bag. Um, she seems to like the food. That's good. I also give her. I have cans of same food, I'd rather give her the cans than the dry food, because the dry food's cooked to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which kills every nutrient that's in there. Any vitamins, minerals, etc. Just kills them all. So, and when I say kills, I don't mean like with a gun. I'm talking about it destroys the elements that are in there that are positive. So now I'm giving her this, and hopefully she gains her weight back. The vet said, cause Spice is mostly an inside dog except when I take her for a walk. Okay? So the vet said, dogs walk along the ground, they walk through poop, they walk through this, and they walk through that. Plus we have chickens, so the dog might walk through the chicken poop, and they might have parasites in the poop. They walk right through it, and then it goes into their body. You can't stop that. They walk barefoot. They don't have shoes like we do. So, anyway, I'm taking her through a treatment with the vet. One of the people commented and then erased it. But I saw the comment, and the comment said, "Oh, your dog's so skinny. I can see her ribs." Actually, my dog is now like 35 pounds. She was 19 pounds or 18 pounds a couple of months ago. She's 35 pounds now. So her ribs, you can't see them anymore. Her coloring of her hair is brindle colored, which is black, brown, and a yellowish color. And it makes it look like stripes. She's got that all over her body. And, another thing that the vet gave me because of the itching on her skin, she's constantly biting at her feet, her paws, her skin on her belly, etc., scratching at herself. And the vet said she has some kind of, it starts with an S. It's not mange, it's some other, an infection on her skin that starts with an S. So, like SC, sciatica, or something like that. I don't remember the name of it. But anyway, that's what she has. And she gave me a shampoo sample. Of course, I had to pay for it. And I'm supposed to wash her once a week. And I'll wash her tonight or tomorrow. Gosh, the whole vet experience cost me $1,300, and that's including the bag of dog food and the. No, it's $1,450. The bag of dog food, the case of canned food, and one visit at the vet for the basic diagnostic, and the follow-up visit, which is where she gave her the vaccine, rabies vaccine. $1,450. Woo, that's a lot of money. Anyway, thankfully I refinanced my house and I can afford it, and I'm paying back my home loan anyway, so I just put it on the end of the loan. Man, if you're a disabled vet and you're paying $1,450 out, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Anyway, so I'm thankful that there's positive changes in my dog's health now. She doesn't stink so much anymore. Her skin is not so greasy and dusty feeling, which it was before. Before, she was so greasy and dusty, I made her sleep out in the kitchen. Now she's nice and clean. At night, she sleeps in my bedroom on her mat. I cleaned off her mat nicely with bleach and soapy water. I cleaned off her mattress her mattress pad, bleach and soapy water. I cleaned off her. Now she can sleep in my room. My room doesn't stink anymore. And so, also, the doctor said maybe mites are in the house. Everyone's house has mites, so I've been doing extra time cleaning the house. And also, I've been running an Alpine air purifier that I purchased in the 1990s when I used to sell them. They're still good. They still work. They're wonderful. So anyway, my house does not have mites. You can't have mites with those air purifiers running because they pump ozone into the room. And I have an ozone jet for every once in a while when I really get a strong odor to the house, and I have the one that runs all day long. The one that runs all day long puts out 60 milligrams per hour of ozone, which is very, very low. And the jet that I have puts out 8,500 milligrams per hour. And I'm not an expert on metric system. I think it's communist. I'm only kidding. I'm not an expert, so I don't know how much 8,000 milligrams is. But a milligram sounds like 1,000. So 8,000 thousands you can tell me what 8,000 milligrams is in regular units, please, if you know it. 8,500 milligrams per hour is how many in regular units, which I imagine is volume. Anyway, so that's an update with me. Also, I restarted my diet, but I'm unsatisfied with my fat. I'm unsatisfied. For a while, I was doing something good, and I had low self willpower. I had emotional issues, low self willpower, or call it no self willpower, and I went off the diet and started eating junk again. Pizza and Burger King and Arby's. So I got to the point where I'm sick of myself. I'm sick of being fat. I'm sick of I'm sick of not being able to do anything. And my son's always going like, "Dad, don't push yourself too hard. You'll get a heart attack." He's right. So I'm now motivated to do this. And what I've been doing is I'm going to try something new, because the rice diet is very fantastic. It's very good. You lose 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds a day. And the starch solution diet, you also lose 1.5 pounds a day. Okay? I want to do something where it's changing up. I remember when I used to lift weights when I was in high school and in college, they always used to teach us to change it up. Go a couple weeks and then change it up and do something new. Go a couple weeks and change it up and do something new. And you constantly throw your body into confusion. And then it actually works. Whatever you're trying to do, it works. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 3 days of rice diet. And then the next day, for the next 3 days, I'm going to do the military diet, which is a really interesting diet I've been reading about. And then the next 3 days, I'm going to do the starch solution diet. I started out at 285 pounds. I did the rice diet for 3 days. Got down to 270, which is absolutely amazing. And then today I started doing the military diet. And so today for lunch I had cottage cheese, 5 crackers, and 2 eggs and a hot dog. No, 2 eggs and 2 hot dogs. Now you're supposed to spread the protein out throughout the day. I don't like doing that. I'm going to eat the protein all at once. So I eat the protein at lunch. And then for dinner I'll eat the broccoli, the green beans, the carrots, the 5 crackers, and the piece of bread. And so the next 3 days, today's the first day, 2 more days of the military diet. And then after that, 3 days of the starch solution diet. I'll keep throwing my body into confusion every 3 days. And we'll see tomorrow what I weigh. But from 285 when I started down to 270 after doing 3 days of the rice diet, that's absolutely amazing. And as you know, when you start a diet, you lose a lot of water weight too. Still exercising every day. I haven't stopped doing that. But as you've seen in some of my dog training videos, I've got a belly. I've got a nice gut there. I don't mean nice as in, hey, let's keep it. I mean nice as in, it's a piece of crap. It needs to go. So anyway, I turned a lot of my videos off. I actually deleted a lot of my videos about weight loss and dieting because I was taking myself as such a loser. And I don't mean loser as in losing a lot of weight. I'm talking about being a loser as far as failing myself. And I don't want to say that I'm a loser, because you know what happens if you say you're a loser? You become a loser. You become whatever label you give yourself. So I'm a winner. And I hope and I pray every day that the Almighty will help me stay on this diet. This is getting ridiculous. I can't live like this and being fat. I watch these videos that they have on YouTube where these people take this miracle cure and they go to some Himalayan mountain and find an herb. I do believe in herbs. I do believe in herbalism. But I don't believe that these people on YouTube who sell their bottle we sell it for 900. It would be wrong to sell it for 900 a piece per 30 days. So, and even for 400 or 300, it's wrong. So we'll sell it for, and even less than 100. We would not expect you to pay less than 100. No, we would only expect you to pay less than 100. And for this special, we have $59 for one bottle of 30. But we recommend that you do it for 3 months or 6 months. In the video, they're telling you how you'll get results right away. You'll start seeing the results immediately. And then when you go to pay for it, they tell you it'll take a minimum of 90 days before it even starts working. It's all fake. And they never let you have control of the play bar, whatever they call it, the red bar with the play circle on it, how it keeps going across, keeping track of your minutes and your timestamp. They never let you have control of that. So you have to watch what they call it a 2.5 minute video, and it's 30 minutes. And at the end, you're like, oh my gosh. One time when I was doing the diet and I had the videos present, I called up one of these companies. I found their number online on Google. And I called the company up and I said, listen, I'm doing a weight loss channel. Maybe you want to send me a 90 days or 180 days of this sample of this, and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. And they said, nope, we don't do that. I said, you don't do that? Really? Don't you want advertising? No, we don't want advertising. I said, okay, thank you very much. I'll hang up. And went online and I looked it up. Every single article that comes up, let's say it's Adaline. That's the newest one I just saw the other day, Adaline. Ada, A-T-I, or Apiline, A-P-I-L, kind of like, A-P-I-L-E-A-N, Apiline, I think is the name of it. Anyway, you type in Apiline, is it really good? Is it a scam? And every single article that comes up is from the company. There's no articles that say, from a real perspective of someone who tried it and experienced it, whether it works or not. All is there is ads from the company. And they have an ad in Men's Health. They have an ad in Newsweek. They have an ad in People magazine. They have an ad in, whatever magazines, just name it. It's in that magazine so that you go up on Google, pull up the ad, and it's all these positive things about this. Nothing negative, and no user commentaries except the positive ones. They never have negative user commentaries. And each story is the same. If you listen to each of those videos, because I've listened to a lot of them, if you listen to each of those videos, the story's the same. Some brilliant scientist at Harvard, or some brilliant doctor in England, and they don't say the doctor's name. They just say a brilliant doctor. Just like when I did that video with the 90,000 lumen flashlight, or I'm sorry, the 9,000 lumen flashlight. That's just like a lightsaber. It's practically a lightsaber. They said it was invented by an army guy, a guy in the U.S. Army. They don't say his name. An army engineer. It's practically a lightsaber. I filmed it for 19 minutes. It didn't burn a thing. It never got more than 70 degrees. So, most of the things you buy on YouTube are junk. Most. Some of them are good. Like recently I purchased this chainsaw sharpener. Made in China. It works. It works really good. So, it costs like $20 or something like that. It's a nice thing. So, I'm going to use it to sharpen my chainsaw because I have a lot of trees to cut down this summer or spring, and I'm going to start cutting. Anyway, this is just some updates in my life. Some of you like it, some of you don't. I don't know what. I'm not a professional photographer. I use my phone to video all these things, so I have to hold the phone with one hand and do everything else with the other hand. I apologize. I don't know how to be a video person. I'm 57 years old. What do I know about technology? I know how to turn the computer on and go on Facebook. I know how to type in. I know how to load up videos. YouTube erased a lot of my shorts where I've been training the dog because I put them under remix. There's no control on YouTube that I'm aware of that allows you to make it into a short when you do a video. And, I have a speech impediment. I can't speak well. I just put out things that I think are interesting to you. I think because they're interesting to me. If it's not interesting, I'm sorry. I hope you like it. But if you don't like it, I hope you'll, give me at least a thumbs up and say, hey, doing a good job. Maybe give me some ideas and tips of how I could do better videos, better topics, be a better speaker. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you like my video. I do. I think it's interesting stuff in my life. I showed stuff with my chickens, Showed stuff at my cousin's yard in upstate New York. I show exercises for fat people. I'm fat. I should do fat things for fat people. I want to help people. And soon, I'm going to tell you about some charity I have that I need your help with. So anyway, for now, peace out. Thank you very much for watching my video, putting up with all my quirks. All right? Peace.